Okay, cool. All right. Welcome back, ladies, to another night of Winds of Waydora, aka the Wenches of Waydora. We're in season 4 and in full force in swing of season 4. I think last episode was episode 4?
Episode 4, Season
Episode.
4.
Oh, okay. All right, so we are on episode 5 tonight, but let's do a quick recap of episode 4. Last week, you guys were finishing up your time, not at the Masquerade Ball, but kind of outside of it, talking to Xander and Xerxes. Once again, interrogating, asking more questions. Who are you guys? Where are you guys trying to go? What are you guys? Who, what, why are you guys? Mainly by Aine, who is very sus of them. But you were able to convince them to hang out with you because of a like interest. You were all searching for the Feywild. It's kind of a help me, help you scenario. They agreed and decided to stay in the city, gave you guys about a day to figure it out and get a game plan, and they agreed to head out with you wherever you choose to go to find this Feywild. On your way, before you took the night, you heard back from your Bat Boys, Demor and Vengeance, and they basically said, Vengeance said he's hunting his father, he's in the Nine Hells, he's going through one layer at a time. Tivit is crazy right now, he's ravenous. Demor was pretty much like joking around, then he was like, oh, by the way, don't try to follow me, because it's crazy here. Aine, you had a nightmare about Debris and riding a dragon into battle against these demons. Well, the face was pretty horrific that was drawn in your little black book that popped open in the middle of the night. And in the morning, you all collected yourselves, met up at the Grand Hall to speak with the High Court. You had a few things to discuss with the High Court. The Churnwoods, Lady and Lord Churnwood, were kind of in a heated discussion, but you were able to kind of diffuse the situation. They were distraught because they can't get to Westwind by the teleportation sigil, because for whatever reason the other end is blocked, broken, not working, whatever, not sure. Probably has something to do with the Kraken attack that you guys heard about. So they have to figure out a way to get there. They were discussing going by the Skyport, by Skyship, the Skyport that is in Northwynd. You guys were able to kind of calm them down so that you could also give them a business proposition of opening the next branch of Francois' Fabulous Fortunes in Northwynd, which you were successful. They agreed to. They started drawing up the paperwork. In the meantime, the Emperor, Doratha, and the Court Wizard, you guys were trying to convince to allow you access into the restricted section of the library where Calliope once came from and lost her memory because she delved too far. They were very wary of this. They were pretty much like, I don't want that to happen again. Like, you guys, need to chill out. One thing led to another. You guys discuss. You've gained their trust enough that it seems like they are trusting you enough to allow you in there. On one condition, that Cornelius comes with you. So you took the afternoon to travel across the city to the Northwynd Library. There, Cornelius led you down a series of staircases and hallways down into the restricted section, disenchanting all these traps as he went. Finally, you guys gain entrance to the final room that you were looking for with all the ancient texts. The very room that's been guarded by all these traps. These traps are safekeeping. There you were able to just get a lore dump of many, many things. Scrolls on Vori, and texts on Genesis, which is a part of the Feywild. Information about the Nine Hells, information about Debris, his weaknesses. Another copy of the Tome of the Stilled Tongues, and finally there was this podium that had these intertwining dragons, Bahamut and Tiamat, that were holding really, really ancient scrolls called on information on the way. This ancient secret of Waydora. You were reading about it. It kind of rang a bell because it was talking about all these obelisks scattered around Waydora, one of which you already came across, the bronze obelisk, and have collected that jewel after bartering with the bronze dragon that was guarding it. You learned that there are metallic and chromatic dragons all over Waydora guarding these obelisks, respectively, corresponding to each color. And supposedly each one has a jewel and an obelisk. You kind of got a brief glimpse of the locations before Anya picked up the text. Something shifted on the podium, and you heard a deep, deep rumbling in the distance from whence you came, the direction that you came. And that is where we pick up tonight.
Hate to see it.
You really
My bad.
do.
My bad. I thought Waldrick had picked it up, and so I was just taking it to look at it. Was why I said, "Oh, I'll pick it up and look at it." So, my bad.
But in 4 seasons, I will say this is like one of the only times we've ever made a whoopsie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna. Go ahead. Finish.
I was gonna say that was a Charlotte mistake, not an Ani mistake, because I was reading through lore to find something, so I was only half paying attention.
It's true. Well, because of that,
I'm sure the wizard will be fine with it.
Yeah, the wizard came
the
in.
prophecy's about me, so
Cornelius came
That's
in
true.
and was like, "What have you done?" And that's where we left off. But before we continue any further, I do have XP to give all of you, as this creepy music plays in the background. 2,000 to Valdrick for finishing her Francois's Fabulous Fortunes quest. 1,000 to the rest of you for aiding. And then you also all gained access to the restricted section, which is pretty cool, so I figured I'd give you each 500. So, 1,500 to everyone, 2,500 to Valdrick in total. So make a note of that. Does that level anyone?
Yay. I don't think so.
Okay. But cool stuff. Good job, guys. Well done.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna look.
Now let's deal with the matter at hand. Cornelius says, we need to go immediately. Put that down, Anya. Put it down. Come along. And he kind of starts ushering you guys out of the room.
Was that bad?
It's very bad.
The boom.
All
The boom seems bad.
Yes, the boom is terrible. All of the disenchantments of all those, the traps and everything here, it means nothing now. They've all been activated. You must tread lightly, carefully. The only way out is up. This section has been warded with any sort of teleportation spells that go in or out, both plane shifting and misty step, all of that. There's only one way out.
Okay.
You hear another bang crash. And it's almost like
very mechanical.
It sounds very mechanical. You and it's getting closer.
Does it feel like it's getting... That was about to be my question. Does it feel like it's encroaching upon us?
Yeah, the last
Real
one
quick
kind of
question.
shakes you a bit.
Definitely hear you. The only way out is up. What the hell is that?
The failsafe mechanism. Bad. All bad. I hope you came prepared, Wenches. I fear there may be a fight.
What do you have guarding this library?
Well, it doesn't really matter how I procured it, but a Hellfire Engine. It's...
What do you mean it doesn't matter how you procured it?
You don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to, lest
I kind of want the answer to them now.
If I gave you the answer, Calliope, your memory would be erased for the second time in your lifetime. Is that what you want?
Go.
Because I will not give it to you either way. Come along. Please.
Oh.
I still
What?
think there needs to be a serious ethics discussion about just taking away people's memories and who has the power to do that.
We'll discuss the
What
politics of this
lore?
later.
What lore would I know about the Hellfire Engine?
Yeah,
Um,
I would ask Cornelius, since this is
Oh,
your
yeah.
pet, what are the vulnerabilities that we can...
Yeah, if we're about to have to beat that thing, how do we beat that thing?
I'm not even sure I know the vulnerabilities
You
of
got this
such.
and you didn't look it up?
Well, like I said, the details of procurement have been hazy at best. When I found it, it was dormant, and it has remained dormant until this very moment.
and he kind of looks over at you, Anya, with like a disapproving look.
Why would you bring something into your house that you don't know how to defeat? Friend or foe? That was your first mistake.
Because I was never
Second
supposed
mistake
to
was
defeat
leaving
it.
it unguarded.
That's true, yes. We don't have time to deal with this.
And you hear another.
Right.
Oh,
Up and up, baby. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You you head back to the room with all the tiles on it, and as you're heading out, he kind of puts his arm out.
My enchantment may have returned, based on the failsafe mechanism that I put into the podium. We must be careful. I do know the answer to this, though. These tiles. It's a puzzle. There are certain tiles that you can walk on, and there are certain tiles that you cannot.
And he. Let me pull up my other camera here. Boom. That's me.
Big.
Oh.
Bang.
Oh no.
Evocation.
Necromancy.
Transmutation. Chris, you worked so hard on this. You just wanted us to have to be able to do this because you put so much work into it.
Shh! Silence!
When I tell you this has been on his desk for like the last 2 months, it's been on his desk for the last 2 months. And I go in and Chris like, don't look at it, don't look at it.
Abjuration.
Let me turn this down so I'm not echoing. Okay, so is it mirrored to you, or can you read that
Nope.
correctly? Okay,
can
cool.
read it.
It's mirrored on
Oh,
my
we're
end.
reading it, baby.
Cool.
Enchantment.
All right, there's the 4 of you. I guess I should get one for here. He's gonna be rescanned.
Transmutation.
Illusion. Magic.
He kind of pulls out a little notebook, and he looks at it, and looks up at the tiles, looks back at the notebook, and takes a step forward.
Sorry, I thought I was muting my phone.
It's okay. It was loud enough that it muted yourself.
I'm so sorry. I pressed the mute thing on the mic, whatever.
Okay. He jumps ahead onto this tile here, the A, and kind of holds his balance, waits for something to happen, nothing happens. And he gives a thumbs up.
So he stepped on he stepped on a letter that did not make a word, right? Is that correct?
I think so.
He turned around and said, It's a crossword puzzle. There are words hidden within, such as different sort of magic, schools of magic. Where's my wizard? Calliope, come up here. Look at all these words. You recognize all of these. Evocation, necromancy, magic, all spelled forwards, backwards, down, diagonally.
You must be very careful not to step on a single one. Only the
Oh, we
tiles that...
can't step on those words.
Correct. Only a tile that is not within the school of magic can be stepped on.
Baldric steps onto the M in front of her.
Nope, it's spelling magic backwards.
Oh shit.
You step right there, and you hear a click,
I thought that was an L in the corner.
and then
See.
it takes a second, and you hear...
I launch backward.
You lunge backwards.
I'm scared.
Before you do, you are going to take 2d10 worth of poison damage.
Oh. Wait, I'm immune to poison damage. Or at least resistant, I think.
What's that
My
from?
loot does something for that. Yeah, protection from poison and fire on the dodge loot.
Okay, so that makes you resistant?
Let me look at it. My blue nails. Please, I'm so scared. The music I'm so nervous.
I'm stepping on the N in front of me. No. I'm not.
Why?
I'm going to step on the I. The I.
This one?
Nope, not that one. Yes, that one.
You're lucky. I should have made you step on that.
And yeah, protection from poison neutralizes one poison that is present.
Oh gosh.
What are you doing?
So you're resistant?
Yes.
Okay. I still need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Yeah, the poison reaches your nostrils, and you're able to kind of steel yourself against it. So it's only going to do half, and then half of that. So it's actually only going to do a quarter because of your resistance. So you only take 2 damage.
Hell yes.
4
Do
divided
I
by
need to mark that as poison damage, or does it just go straight to my...
It goes straight to your hit points. Yep.
Okay.
Can you hop over letters?
Bet you can try.
You can certainly try.
I want to hop on the G on like the far left above the C that spells out magic backwards.
Okay. Yeah, so it's about a 5-foot leap. Go ahead and make a athletics check.
Either
Little
gonna be
wizard.
great or horrible, guys.
And you, at this point, you hear another.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you jump forward, digging your heels into the edge of the tile. You kind of lean back and catch your balance just enough that you don't step back, and you move your weight forward, and you make it onto the tile, and nothing happens.
I want to go put 1 foot on the M next to the wizard.
Just one.
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Trying to avoid the giant necromancy in front of you guys.
You put a foot on it, and you put your weight on it, and nothing happens, and so then you take a step forward and you're on it. Solara, where are you at? What you doing?
I was just gonna like wait. I was just gonna follow wherever they go.
Okay.
That's fully my yeah. I'm just
We honestly
behind
played this
whoever
very
I see is
hard.
it's working out for.
You are going to
That's what
get
I'm going.
got by that guardian, though, if he
That's
comes
true.
through that door.
Can I go diagonally to the... Actually, can I...
Isn't it so nerve-wracking?
Yeah. Because I'm going to have to hop the next left. Can I just go to the A above me?
Yep, right here.
Yeah.
Yep, you step there, no click, nothing happens. Cornelius is going to attempt to, let's see.
This is so scary.
Yeah, because I've reached evocation and magic.
It finally makes sense.
He's gonna kind of squeeze by you, Valdrick, maintaining his distance. He's gonna try to jump over this Y. Not too far a leap, no problem for him, right? It's a natural 1. I'm not even kidding.
No, my dude.
Natural 1. As he's squeezing by you, he attempts to jump, trips, falls flat on his face, and another click goes as he will take 8 points of poison damage. Falls flat on his face. And he quick steps off onto the next one.
I just have to take the damage and go. Book it.
Yeah, and
Honestly.
he does take the
Depends on the
damage
person.
and books it up to this A. He goes straight up, boom, boom. But does take 8 damage.
Am I correct in assuming that fly will not work in here?
You shouldn't have ever assumed.
My concern is that I cast fly, waste a spell slot, end up flying over one of these, and there's like a magic field on top of them.
It's always a possibility.
And that's right concern. So not there. He was heading for the M. Yeah.
I'm gonna go and jump for the T. I'm gonna skip the M and go to the T.
And get rid of the spell.
Okay. Athletics?
Yeah, cool time. Wait.
I know, I
yeah.
just did the same thing, but it looks good.
13.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's only a 5-foot gap, so the DC isn't high, so you make it. No click, no
So
nothing.
I could theoretically try to make 2, skip 2, right?
The more space you try to jump, the harder the DC. Put it that way.
Okay.
Flora.
You got some bardic inspiration
Oh my
for your
God.
girl.
You're looking great over there, Anya. I love watching you just leap across shit. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Bardic inspo to Anya. Can I move over to the N and then try to make the same hop that Cornelius just fucked up?
Yep,
That one space for.
go for it. Athletics.
Ooh, 19 plus 3 is a 22.
Oh yeah.
Twice.
Do I add Jack of all trades to all of my rolls like that, or just...
How
If
do you
it-
get that?
If you're not proficient in it, yes.
Okay, then that would actually be like a 25.
Okay.
Can I move over to the right to the I and then make a jump to the G above it?
Yeah. Go right here. Go ahead and make your athletics.
That's a 10.
10 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have a 1.
Okay. The 10 is the DC for making a 5-foot jump, so you barely make the leap.
Ugh.
You hang on for dear life, and you feel your back foot like barely graze the edge of the tile behind you, and you inhale sharply, slide your foot up, wait for the gas, but nothing.
If he was not made for this challenge.
Solara.
Okay, I'm just gonna if I miss, whatever. I'm just gonna try to jump as close as I can to Valdrick. I'm just gonna roll whatever. What is it again?
Alara, no.
I'm just gonna take the damage.
You want to step on that end and then make a jump?
Maybe that.
Yeah,
Okay.
step on the end behind me.
Maybe that.
Okay.
And wait there for. And I don't think two of us can fit on the thing at a time.
I mean, I can hold her close.
Yeah, we can hug.
Can I turn and like pull a
Do a
don't
health
wanna close my eyes and like
I think
embrace her.
I have a tail. I think it should honestly help a little bit in
She
jumping.
can wrap it around.
Yeah, it go with balance,
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, yes, you theoretically could squeeze onto a tile, two of you, but moving from that tile, any sort of jumping, you're not going to be able to make because you're, like, confined.
I
Gross.
see. I see.
So,
Just wait there until I move my ass. Can I move my ass? Are we moving in turn-based, or can I move my ass?
this is turn-based at this
Okay.
point because you do that.
We have now all engaged the battlefield.
That crashing and banging is still all heard in the distance. At which point you hear another getting closer.
Might die this time, you guys.
This might be the one.
This might be it.
We're gonna have to book it.
Finally, I just take the damage. I might just hop as far as I can. See what happens.
Look, I can't survive that if I did that too many times. And if we have to fight the thing that's behind us, I don't know.
My HP is good right now. I can take some hits.
Step on
Who's
the one
up
in front of me,
next?
The one in front of me is still fine too. Yeah, who's next in order?
The
Cornelius.
wizard, yeah, the wizard's gonna
Make
go.
the wizard move.
He's gonna step here. No roll needed. It's a quick side step. And then he's gonna attempt to jump. So that's 20 feet for his turn. See if this jump is any better. A 16 is much better. Plus whatever his athletics would be, which is probably pretty low, but either way he makes it. And then he
He's a
goes up
wizened
here.
old wizard.
Yep.
He's just a guy. And then is it on you?
Sure, any one of you. We haven't really done initiative, so
I'm gonna jump to the G above me.
alright. To the G. Go ahead and make your roll.
Straight up.
Straight up. Now it's on me.
10.
That barely makes it. You hang on
Yep.
for dear life. At this point, you would still have 20 feet of movement left if you really want to, like, get the most out of your turn.
What? Hit next. Or. Okay. Let's see. Can you lift me up for just a second so I can see what the letters are? Okay. I think I can just walk forward to that M.
Okay?
Yeah.
You walk forward
And
timidly,
then.
and
Yeah.
nothing happens.
And the explosion happens and
Okay.
sends you to the void.
That's gonna be my luck.
Now I think I need to go. I need to go up 2 and to the left 2 to that A. Can I try that? So diagonal twice to the left, I think.
Yeah, so you move 10 feet, you have 20 left. You can attempt to jump there. Go ahead and make an
Okay.
athletics.
Big girl jump.
I think I can
Alright,
just walk
um,
the stairs.
Bring it over here, please. Bring it over here. I rolled a 15.
Okay. Again, you barely make it as you jump diagonally and make it onto this tile, no problem.
Not share the other one.
And nothing happens. Alright. Who's next?
Okay. No. Bring it in.
I
Need
want to
Vulture
follow
to move.
Cornelius's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to follow Cornelius's butt.
Okay.
and go up like he did, and then make his little leap.
Okay, so you went up here, sidestepped here, that's 20 feet, no need for rolls, and then jump there?
Yeah,
Alright, go for it.
I'm up right on his ass. Athletics,
Yep,
20, dirty 20.
that works. Yeah, you make it there safely, that's 30 feet for you.
Like breathe down his neck and be like, Cornelius, if your fucking monster catches us because you don't know the way out of your own goddamn trap, I'm going to be very unhappy.
Silence, I need to focus! And he keeps looking at his little book that he pulled out.
How much
Clappy.
space, like, what's the size of the little squares? Are they 5 by 5, or are they, like...
Yeah, the squares are 5 foot by 5 foot.
Okay, I'm gonna try to jump to the G that Valdrick was on.
Okay.
I think that's the one she was on, or was it the M? I'm gonna try to jump to the G.
Yeah.
Okay, from here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's in athletics.
Yep, that's a 15-foot jump.
Okay. Okay, come on, I got this.
Let's see
Okay. So 14 plus 3, 17.
it. Okay, yep,
Hell yeah.
that'll
Oh.
make it.
Thank God.
So that's 15 feet.
And then can I move up to the A and then to the G there?
Yep.
Do I have enough
so
movement for that?
20,
Okay.
30 will put you right there.
Okay. I just trusted someone else to tell me if that was bad. Okay.
Clappy?
Yeah, that's it.
Can
That's a few.
I just walk up to the M that's 4 spaces above me?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a single one clicks.
That's 20, right? I still have like 2 more that I can do.
Yep. Sure do.
Okay, wait 1 second. I got that far, then it's like, okay, I need to see where I land first.
I feel like you have a clear path ahead of you.
I think
Yeah,
I
I
do.
looked.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm dumb, but
Okay, can I move up to the G? Just fuck it. I don't.
You just walk forward?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's. Yeah.
As you step on the C, click.
Oh, is it C? Oh shit, is that.
Yep.
Frick, I was muted. Yeah, that C was.
Yeah. So you take 7 poison damage.
Oh yeah, magic right here.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Backwards diagonal.
Wait a minute, where is it? Oh yes, this one. Magic.
Yeah, okay. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh well.
Alright,
That's
so yeah,
7.
7 poison damage. You guys hear the gas,
Cornelius.
and you all wince as you see Calliope start coughing and hacking. As she finishes her cough.
Oh man. Sounds real great.
On the last chunks of the wall just gets thrown out from in front of you, scatter all over the place up here, and this giant fire-looking machine appears. It's got it's probably as tall, maybe 20 feet, 30 feet tall. It has this. It looks almost like a furnace for a mouth, as it's got like some sort of fire churning in there. Its teeth are made of like metal spikes that go around the circular mouth opening. It's got a metal like mask-like head mounted on it with horns, and out of each of the horns, smoke billows from the fiery furnace beneath. 2 more faces, demonic faces, adorn the torso of it, and it just has like 2 steamroll like wheels, not even wheels, just 2 big cylinder barrels that just barrel along, and a couple more pipes that have fire and steam spewing out of them. I need everyone to roll initiative. 'Cause this is the big
boy who has come to play.
It's a nightmare.
Not sure if
You
that's
said it. You
good.
said he's in front of us on this crazy board. He came through the wall that we're
Yeah.
moving towards. Great.
Yep, there was a doorway that you guys
Great.
entered
Wow.
through. There was a smaller doorway that you guys entered through, and he just blasted through it and made his own door.
That
I
sucks.
hate that.
And the
I got an
part
18. Gotta
the
stop.
part that will be played
I got a nat 20.
will be the monster truck.
Not the
That's-
That's why you
Not-
needed the monster truck. I was
Yeah.
putting Tristan to bed, and Rosalie comes in and she goes, "Daddy is using my monster truck, but he told me not to tell you."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"So why are you telling me?" She's like, "Well, she said I could. He said I couldn't tell you what it was for." And I'm like, "Oh, because
Yeah.
I couldn't guess it was for D&D."
And she
Like,
was like,
okay.
she was like, "Are you gonna use it to kill all their characters in D&D?" And I said, "Yes."
to kill the characters.
Characters.
Who knows? She came back from summer camp and she was like, "I had so much fun. My friend Jojo and we had a campaign of drama, a drama campaign." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "We sat around and we told stories to each other." That was
Wow.
our drama
Hold the
campaign.
tea.
Unbelievable.
Drama campaign. Incredible.
It's
That's
just in the
girlhood.
nice spot.
That's my girl.
Alright, so I'm posting a picture of this bad boy for reference,
monster truck.
and then I
Of
do
the monster
need, well, not the monster truck, what you actually see. And should be loading soon. Solara, what you got for initiative?
I got a 12.
Okay. Anya?
18.
18.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It. You know, I didn't expect it to look like this.
No. Yeah, I didn't either, but I'm
Baldric,
excited.
what'd you get?
I just don't even know where
We
to
got
start.
17.
17?
Yeah, I mean, where do we start hitting that thing?
Slice
Clive,
and dice. I mean,
I think we have a better chance of like
I got a nat 20.
befriending it.
Okay. And what's the total?
Wait,
Oh,
where's my initiative?
that just killed me, Amber. I think we have a better chance of just befriending it than we do. So.
23.
is this your first time using the combat music, Chris?
It is, I think so.
Ooh, I like it.
Yep.
I
This is
Combat song.
my own concoction.
I love it.
I need Calliope to re-roll your roll.
Are you serious?
You seem to have tied with someone.
Wow, that's
Hopefully
terrible.
not the Hellfire Engine.
I think it was the Hellfire Engine. It's either that or Serenelius.
Yeah.
Who else?
Okay, I
could
rolled a
it be?
13 that time.
Okay.
Fireball it! Fireball it!
I mean,
gonna
if
use
that
cold.
Hellfire Engine, it's probably resistant.
It's definitely resistant to fire.
I was gonna freeze it. I took ice spells this last time.
Listen to
God.
Calliope back there, learning from our mistakes.
Me watching going, my fire does nothing on these guys. I've made a mistake.
Alright. Calliope, you are up first. What would you like to do?
How far away from that thing is it from me?
Uh,
Don't think I'm
it's not even fully on the combat map. But it is 2, 4.
Is it within 60?
It is within 30.
Ooh.
A monster truck. That kind of
I'm
looks like the
gonna
picture I
cast
sent to you guys. Did you guys see
Cold
it?
on it.
Cone of Cold?
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Um,
a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Is anybody else? I guess the direction I'm pointing, nobody else would be in that 60-foot cone, so we're good.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. That's why I'm casting it first. This is lucky.
Yep.
Alright. Constitution saving throw coming right up. Alright. As you put your palms together, a spray of ice shoots forward from your palms, spraying this Hellfire Engine right in the face. You realize as you're shooting this construct that it has some sort of magic resistance, statistically speaking, giving it advantage against saving throws against magic. So,
That sucks.
with that said, it rolls a 23 total.
Oh, fuck you. It
Against
still
your-
takes half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. All right. go
So,
ahead.
do I still roll 8d8 or do I only roll 4?
Your choice, but it would probably just be easier at this point to do 4
Okay.
4d4, or what you said 8d4 or 4?
D8.
Okay. Oh, d8. Okay,
8.
yeah. So 4d8.
I'm scared
for
of
for
this
like
now.
for crits, I like rolling all the dice. But since this is like halved, it makes sense to
Just roll 4 of them? Okay.
yeah. Actually, typically I would do. You would roll all of them, tell me the total, and then we would do half of that. But it doesn't matter to me. So
17.
17. All right.
There goes my one level 5 spell. God damn it.
I mean, you gotta do something, you know.
That's true.
All right.
And it was.
Cool. So you all are in a pretty precarious spot. I was not expecting to combine these two elements until I thought about it, and I was like, that'd be fun. So, would you like to move in this trap?
Are you moving?
Yes. I can't hear you if you're talking. Sorry.
She's muted.
I muted myself. I was
Okay.
thinking if I did want to move. I was in 30 feet.
Keep in mind, any jumping during your turn would require a bonus action, which you still have.
That's fine. I never have bonus actions really, except for like shield. Can I walk diagonally to the V behind me?
Let's see. You are.
No,
Wait.
no, wait.
No, wait.
It's divination. It's divination. Don't do it.
Divination?
Don't do it.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action and hop to the M. Thank you.
Hop to the M? Or is that
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna
skipping
go
the
backwards?
speed that,
Okay.
Yeah. I want to move away a little bit. I don't want to die today.
Alright, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Dirty 20.
30-20 will work. You jump
Do I have
backwards.
any movement
Yep,
left?
that's 10 feet. You have 20 left.
I'll walk back 2 spaces.
Okay.
That should still put me within about 60 feet of it for spells.
Yep, sure does.
Perfect.
Alright, that is your turn. The Hellfire Engine will go next.
Come at me. Come at me.
The
Anya.
Hellfire Engine. This is fun.
Is it?
Hellfire Engine will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh my god.
30, 35, 40.
You
Wow.
gonna mount
Just on
Anya?
top of me.
Oh my.
The Hellfire
No.
Engine
Roll
is,
for mount?
is inside of you.
It's always inside.
In doing that, it activates.
Triggers every
It
fucking
triggers
trap.
every single trap. The only traps that affect you, because you have to be directly adjacent. I'll lift them up for a second.
Let
It's
me
gonna
lift
be
you up right quick.
this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So, just lift you up real quick before I set them
Well.
down there. So that's 5.
Fuck.
Which makes it 10d10. Each one I need you to make a constitution saving throw. I need you to make 5 constitution saving throws.
I'm gonna end up casting mage armor on myself.
You do have bardic.
21.
21? Okay.
Yep.
Keep going.
16.
That'll save as well. Keep going.
Okay. 23.
That saves.
Oof. 12.
That misses.
Okay. 24.
24 will save as well. So what would have been 10d... Is it d10?
Wow.
Here. Yes. What would have been 10d10 has gone down to 6d10 of poison damage. Oof. That's a lot of zeros. Alright, Anya, we're looking at... 40 points of poison damage, just from the traps.
Okay.
As this Hellfire Engine...
So 105.
just a gaseous cloud of green mist begins filling up the space. It dissipates pretty quickly, just like the other tiles have, but still doing a ton of poison damage to its surroundings, of which none of which it takes, because it is immune to poison.
It would be.
How convenient.
Which I didn't realize until I put these two together. I was like, oh, that's so cool. So it's going to use an action called Flesh Crushing Stride. Let's see.
I mean, when you get run over by a monster truck, I feel like that's also very par for the course.
You know?
Now I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, Anya.
Yeah, I'm not as proficient in those. Oh, but I rolled really well. Alright, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. On a success, you're pushed to the nearest space out of the Hellfire Engine's path, which would be...
Oh boy.
right back to the G. And that particular G, I believe,
Better not be.
is...
I think it's good.
I think it's safe. Yeah, the J's already been triggered. So yeah, you've been pushed back to the G. I'm gonna go ahead and X out which ones have already been triggered. All
That's
of those.
convenient for me as I leave.
Yeah, sure is. All of these have been triggered. They can't be triggered again. I should color out the ones that you guys also did earlier. But we'll get to that if we need to. So, Bing Bong, you've been pushed back there. Let's see. Oh, wow. Well, geez, I think that's it. It would have been terrible if you missed. So, 23 succeeds as this Hellfire Engine goes trucking after you, gas everywhere. You're able to just leap out of the way in time. You kind of do a backwards roll and skid to a halt on this tile behind you. That is its turn. It would have been very bad for it to catch you, but it did not. And with that, it's your turn. How do you respond?
We're going to, let's see, what do I have? I was checking to see if I had like a, okay, no, I don't. Oh, I am resistant against poison. And I have advantage on saving throws against poison. I forgot about that.
You're resistant.
So would I
against
only
poison.
take? Would I only take 20 instead of 40 then?
Yeah, we'll say we'll forget the advantage roll because you did forget, but you take 20 instead of 40. I'll let you retcon that.
All right. Thank you. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm going
It's a good detail
to
to
start.
know.
Yeah, I'm gonna start swiping.
Okay.
Start
So
hacking.
I'm attacking with my Sunblade, which is radiant damage.
Okay.
All of it is. And it's not technically undead, is it?
You're not sure.
Okay.
You know that it's immune to poison.
Okay.
and the magic resistance.
Okay, I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
15.
terrified
What?
for the day he says the dirty 20 won't hit.
Real quick pause on you. So, Cone of Cold, I'm assuming, does cold damage, correct? It apparently has resistance to cold, which I missed. Since we're retconning the poison resistance, I'm going to retcon this as well. So
Damn it.
17 really turns into 8 total. 17, right? Or was it 18?
To cold damage?
Yep. I know, isn't that crazy? Was it 17 damage or 18 that you did? With the Cone of Cold? 17, okay. So... so it turns into 8.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I didn't expect it. Okay, so now Anya.
Do we think this is magic?
I don't know. I don't know.
And it's probably too high for me to just try to counterspell it, isn't it?
I've been rolling and keeping track. So my first, the dirty 20 that hit, it did 15 damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 25.
That'll
So I
hit.
did 19 damage on that one. And then my third
Okay.
attack is 22.
That'll hit.
And that's 15 damage as well. And then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And do 3 more attacks.
Alright, that's 49 total. Radiant.
Okay. 30. I know that'll hit.
Yep.
Okay. 17 damage.
Okay.
Let's see. A 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay. 11 damage.
Okay.
And last one. Nat 20.
Alright, roll double the dice, add your modifier.
$15 damage.
Alright.
And yeah, that was 6.
Okay. You guys watch as this thing starts trucking across each tile. Each one activating this plume of death poison smoke. It tramples over Anya, or so it seemed. As the mist cleared, you realize that she had somersaulted back, quick ignites her sunblade, and just goes into a flurry of and the last blow slices off one of the horns, and you just see fire exhaust start spewing from the side, and you hear it. Valdrick, you're up.
Let me ask you something, Chris. Is this creature made of inorganic material?
Possibly?
Such as metal?
Yeah. It appears to be. Yeah.
Cool. I would like to cast Shatter at, what's my highest level that I have right now? Is it 5th or 6th? I think it's 6. Hang on. Verifying this right quick. Before I tell you what I'm trying to do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use my 6th level spell slot to cast Shatter at 6th level, and since he is made of metal, he is gonna roll at disadvantage, which should cancel out his advantage that he normally would get against spellcasting at me, right?
It's true. It will.
So let me ask you one other thing then. Would that then mean that my disadvantage on saving throws made against spells cast by it would then affect him? Because that's a separate disadvantage. That's my Doslus's disadvantage. Doslute's disadvantage.
I believe so, yeah. If there's 2 disadvantages and 1 advantage, these cancel, and then the disadvantage sticks.
I'm casting 6th level Shatter on a bitch with my Doslute.
Alright.
Little Shaddy. Make Daddy happy. Let's see how he likes some thunder damage.
What's the spell save at Charisma?
19. Yeah.
Okay. Natural 1.
Nice! Is that a crit hit on my end then?
No, it's not on a saving throw, but
I wish it was.
it's fun.
Okay, so if it's... When you cast a spell using a slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8, so if it's 6th level, that would increase by 3d8, correct?
What's the base level at?
3rd.
Okay. And it's, how much does the 3rd level spell do? Is it 2d8 to start?
3d8.
3d8 to start? Okay, so, and you're casting it at 6th level?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6d8.
Alright, I'm gonna drop it directly on top of his head.
Okay.
It is thunder damage.
Alright. Good to know.
And I'm gonna roll it 6 times.
This
Mina,
combat
can you-
is so good.
Can you keep track of this for me? It's at 10 so far, and that's my 2nd roll. Plus 5, 15. Plus 4, 19. 25th roll. Plus 7. Plus 5. 31 thunder damage on a bitch.
31 thunder damage.
Nice.
Alright, you point your Doslute at it and strike a chord on it as from the heavens a rumble that you can't see, but you can certainly feel as it shakes the Hellfire Engine to its core. It, yeah, 31 damage sticks. Do you want to move?
I'm gonna cast... Charlotte, did you use Bardic Inspo last time?
I did not.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspo on Calliope, since she is next closest.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright, Solara, you're up.
Okay. Sorry, it was like mute. When okay.
Nobody wants to hear you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna see how this next round goes. So, I'm gonna, for the moment, I'm gonna just cast Guiding Bolt at it at a 3rd level.
Guiding Bolt radiant damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of what's actually doing things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just try that at a 3rd level. I would think if it's anything hell, I don't think I don't know. It'll be a
son did
ranged
radiant,
attack. That I
And
think.
it went all through.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack. Yeah, her radiant all went through.
Okay. It's a 19.
19 will hit.
Okay,
Roll that
amazing.
damage.
Okay.
The damage.
Okay. Be 66. $26 radiant damage.
Alright.
And that's it for now. I'm gonna.
Alright.
not
And
do
the next attack on it has advantage, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Good-
mark
good call.
that. Thank you, BG3, for that reminder in my brain. Okay, Cornelius will... run this way, and also, let's see. He's gonna use his action to attempt to clear away, because there is now rubble all in front of you, and he's trying to get you guys out of here. So he moves across all of these tiles. So that was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, or 30 here. And you start seeing these rocks and rubble telepathically moving. Not telepathically, what's the word? Telepathy, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
The rocks are floating and moving via magic as he starts to scatter them.
Telekinesis.
Yeah,
Yes.
telekinetic.
Telekinetically. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Get it? Yeah.
Calliope, very much. Speaking of which, we're at the top of the turn order. It is your turn, Calliope.
Are we all okay if I try to shove this guy back just a little bit?
If you can shove that guy.
I'm
back,
going to
that would be
attempt
so
to. I have
impressed.
Thunder Wave. There's no guarantee it would work because it's a saving throw. But I'm gonna try it. I want to.
Hey, I rolled in that one earlier.
You did roll in that one earlier. I want to cast the Thunder Wave as a 4th level spell.
Okay.
It's a 15-foot cube. I'm within 15 feet of him, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. I think Anya. I'm not sure if Anya is also. If she is, part of my evocation thing is I can pick up the number of people, the spell level +1, so she would be safe no matter what. She wouldn't have to roll.
Yeah, and you can definitely angle it so that she wouldn't even be in it.
Okay,
So
that
that's
works
fine.
also. And then it is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Jeez. What's your spell save DC?
17.
Okay. Even with advantage, I barely got a 17.
God damn. Wait, does that mean I succeed?
No, he succeeds.
God. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Even on a successful save, he takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Okay.
So it's 2d8. I casted it 3 levels higher, so it'd be 5d8.
Okay. So you can roll 5d8, all of them, and then just give me half of that number.
Okay.
I like to think this is the horn that the Hellfire Engine is honking. Brrr. It's the brass.
Okay. The total is 27. Do you want me to half that? There you go.
27, yeah, I mean, it's, what, 13? Yep, 13.
Yeah,
rounded down.
13.5.
Okay, yeah, rounded, D&D always rounds down, so 13,
13.
thunder damage as you square up, you do your little somatic elements, and shoot, expel, spellbook in hand, wrist in the other, purple magic shooting out of it as the ground again quakes. Not
His
doing as much damage.
advantage
Say that again?
against his advantage against magic spells is driving me bonkers.
Yeah. I would imagine being a wizard would be annoying.
You're mean.
Yeah. Well, it's about to get meaner. Let's see.
Please don't.
I don't want to give give Anya an attack of opportunity. Let's see.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Give it.
Okay, here's what we'll do. You see his wheels rotate, and he does a side roll over here. And each roll, he's activating each one of these traps. 10, let me get my movement sorted out here first. 15, 20, 25, 30 down there. And it's going to activate these traps over here, which this whole side down here, I know you can't see it, but it spells illusion. So with each one, that's going to be this one, let's see, and the A doesn't count. Let me mark this in black, so I'll ruin my red marker.
Oh god.
Yep. Okay. So there are 3 tiles that affect Valdric, 2 tiles that affect Solara. So I need you, Valdric, I need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws. Solara, I need you to make 2.
Do any of those hit me, Chris?
For you, 2 of them possibly. You are. It's hard to see this upside down. You're on the A. You're on the G below abjuration. Okay. To your right. T and the A. Yes. You're on a word that says transmutation, and both of those trigger.
Okay.
It's only 2 of them, so I need you to also make 2 Constitution saving throws on you.
Okay.
I went 19, 15, and 16.
Okay, all 3 save.
I got an 8 and a 16.
8 and a 16. And Anya?
I got a 16 and a 20. Not 20.
Okay, 16 and 20 both pass. I'm glad I have so many dice for this exact moment. I can just make piles. Let's see. 2 of these. Let's see, N and the H. Neither of those are going to affect Cornelius, luckily for him. Okay, so Valdric, first, you take 13 points of poison.
Is that with my resistance?
With resistance, it'll be halved to 6. Solara, you take 19. And then, I'll just leave it up to you guys to tell me if you have resistance after I roll. Anya, you take 7, and you have resistance, right?
Yep, so I take 3.
So you take 3. Cornelius does get an attack of opportunity. He's going to use it. And I don't think Guiding Bolt has been used yet, so he's going to get advantage on it. Alright, that'll hit. I don't really know what he's hitting with. Probably like a staff. Which will do 3 points. 6 halved.
Good job, Cornelius.
I did honest work.
And he used up the Guiding Bolt advantage to do it. Alright, at this point now, the Hellfire Engine is going to... turn towards Anya and Calliope, and in a cone, you hear this big metallic inhale.
This is what I was so scared.
And just acidic flame spews from its mouth hole, all three of its mouth holes, just in this cone. Anya and Calliope, you're gonna be affected by it. Both of you needs to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh man.
Okay.
Gonna add my bardic inspiration to that.
Good idea.
What is it now? A D10?
That is a
Is
question
it
for
D10
Valdric.
now?
Question for Valdric.
Yes,
Valdric?
D10.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at my spell slots right now to figure out which one I'm gonna cast next.
And decide if I should have my bardic.
D10, baby.
Okay, with my bardic, I got a 17.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bardic also because I don't trust what I roll. I don't think I want this to affect me.
I'm gonna go
No.
and roll.
I also roll 17.
What'd you get, Clappy?
17 also.
17 as well. Okay. That is a fail, as fire and acid spew in just a red torrent of
And
orange and liquid
Are you trying to kill me again?
all over. You both suffer. Let's see. Do either of you have fire or acid resistance or immunity? Fire or acid?
no.
If not, I'm just gonna throw it all together. But it will.
No.
Calliope is actively panic checking.
Oh no.
I feel like I should have an evocation
Nope.
wizard
I ain't
to
got
be
nothing.
fair.
I ain't got nothing.
Ain't got nothing. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Rain, fire, and acid upon me, please.
It just fuels my hatred.
Probably not, unless you're wearing something, Calliope. You each take 33 points of damage.
What does that put you at, Calliope?
20!
20!
53 hit points!
Glassjaw.
You only have 53 hit points?
My max is 61, but I got hit by one of those fucking things earlier for 7. So I'm down to 20 now.
I'm gonna get you, like, out of here.
I need to put my major over here.
You said 43, Chris?
33.
33.
33.
Alright.
And
Okay,
you are
I'm at
both
89.
you are both drenched and
Fuck
covered
you.
in burning acid.
Whoa, that's no way to talk to your tank, Calliope.
Whoa,
You
love
know
my
I would
tank.
take all that damage for you if I could, but I
know
can't.
you would.
Oh,
I love
we're
you
all
dearly for it.
fucked.
With that, Anya, you're up.
Alright, I'm mad. I'm ticked.
You're always.
You're always.
But now I'm extra mad, okay? I'm extra mad. Big mad. Before I was just regular mad, now I'm big mad, okay?
Big mad.
I'm attacking. 29 to hit.
Just started to blast.
The 29 will hit.
Okay.
Okay.
18 damage.
Okay.
First extra attack. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
12 damage.
Okay.
$19 to hit.
19 will hit.
16 damage.
16 damage. How would you like to do it?
Yes. Wait, let me look at his ugly face again. Hang on.
Thank God.
Hang
I
on.
was about to cast
I
Fall Flesh on
just
myself.
wanna jump up and I just wanna rail my sunblade right into his big ugly mouth.
Rail
Just
him.
right in there. And if I
Okay.
take damage shoving my arm in there as he like explodes or whatever, I don't even care. I will take the damage.
You guys don't even look at explosions.
All right. After the spewing torrent of burning acid shoots all over this battlefield, Anya, drenched in, in burning acid, jumps up and kind of flips her sunblade around like this, jumps into the mouth, and just starts going like this in a figure 8. And it goes... and explodes, raining pieces of metal and acid and fire and brimstone all around.
Yeah.
It crumples to the earth. Anya,
Oh yeah, it does.
at the end of your turn, I do need you to make, or not make, I make a roll. As you are still covered in burning acid, you take 20 points of burning acid.
Girl, you better prestigitate yourself, Calliope.
And unless you do something about it,
Yeah.
you will have to. Both of you will continue to have to do this each turn.
I'm gonna clean myself off and clean off Anya and go, it's gone now. Let's not
die.
That was not it. I'll also like clean up anything that's on the floor that could damage us. Standing very carefully, going, I don't want to be hit anymore.
Okay. With prestidigitation, I'm trying to think.
Is it not?
Because it's aesthetic.
Rehabilitation.
Is it aesthetic? I thought it. No, because it literally cleans up garbage and stuff.
Yeah, but this is like magma and damaging material. I'll have to read that again. Let me see.
Prestidigitation. Prestimonetization.
There's so many eyes in this word.
Prestilegitimate.
Yeah.
What if, wait. So this is like magma and shit?
Acid.
Clean or
Acid.
soil.
Well, there's.
You clean something.
Yeah, wait. That doesn't work. No, it does.
Prestimitigation. Prestilegitation. Queen's behind me like, shut up.
Yeah, basically I'm reading through all the effects that it can do.
Yeah, I just read through
Snuff out, clean, and chill would probably be the most helpful.
What if for the magma? Because you said there's magma on the ground.
Ish.
And I would
It's
probably
burning
try
acid.
some acid also. I have Ray of Frost as a cantrip. Might make the terrain a little bit more difficult, but can I try just shooting at like a small patch of magma and like holding it there and seeing if it like freezes it over so at least doesn't.
Yeah, is it a cone?
No, back up. Cantrip. It's normally used for damage. It's a frigid beam of blue light. It's normally a spell attack.
What's the range on it?
60 feet.
Okay, but it only goes to like a point. It doesn't do like a cone. Is it an area effect or okay?
No, it's a cone. I don't want to do ice storm because I feel like that would be a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean,
Ice storm might be better.
you could theoretically save one of the squares from completely melting through. I would say you could neutralize the effects, but yeah, the rest are gonna start to disintegrate. You can use your action to help yourself and, like, you know, scrape off the acid.
Get
without-
naked.
Woo!
Yeah, it
I
says.
just hear her funneling through her skull.
Yeah. Well, some of these I haven't written in yet. Yeah, I don't think I want to use Ice Storm because it's a hail of rock hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius. It's evocation, so I can protect everybody in that radius. I'm not sure if it would do what we want. Okay. I've got nothing. I'm going to try to clean myself off and scrape everything off so I don't get damaged at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, you use your action to do that, and
I tried, guys.
so it does say it triggers at the end of your turn, but since you use your action during your turn to scrape it off, I would say that you're not affected by it. Anya, it would be your turn. You can also do the same to save yourself.
Just like wash it off, like
Yeah,
wipe it off.
it just says in the books, use your turn to scrape off the burning fuel. So.
Okay, sure.
All right. Yeah, both of you are safe now. Clappy, your robes do have specks of disintegrated holes in it now, where it showered you with acidic spray.
I'm going to have to get this fixed before we leave.
And Anya, I'd say with your armor, it's a bit dinged up too, especially jumping in the mouth.
Worth
But
it.
yeah, you defeated it. I tried to keep Cornelius not too involved so that you wouldn't have to share the XP with him. So you will each get 25% of the cut, which real quick is 15,000 divided by 4. So let's do the math here. I think it's, let's see, it's going to be 3,750 XP each for defeating this thing.
Just enough to level up.
I just leveled up too.
You see Anya climbing out of the wreckage of this Hellfire Engine, a whole new person. What ability do you gain, Anya?
My Dragon Rider level 1 is what I get.
Oh,
You do.
Shit.
You do, don't you? Okay.
I do. So I need the book.
Give me the book.
I need the book.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay.
What do you get, Calliope?
I'm double checking. 64,000 is level 10, right?
What a great question you asked me. The
Yes.
only one that I know is which I level up next. What does Valdrick need?
I have less than 2,000 though to level up.
Oh!
Nice. I thought I was still a ways off. Okay. Okay.
I have like 20,000 XP before I level up.
All right. You gather yourselves, and what next? All of these tiles have been triggered.
That fucking sucked.
If you would like to walk across them.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Valdrick's
finish.
just gonna walk across the rest, kind of cursing about it. Is
Yeah.
there? And it exploded. There's not even like a trophy to take.
No.
No, it essentially exploded, just sending shrapnel of metal here and there.
You ever
crumpling to the
throw up
ground.
so hard, just get smacked all to shit, and you just explode.
My armor is dirty.
We should for sure get out of here.
The only one in question, Calliope, you're kind of on an island over here. Which way do you go to get out of here?
Probably the way I was going, so I can walk all the way up to M. I would hop over C.
Okay. Go
Or,
ahead.
I mean, you can hop from this end to this end and then just walk out.
Oh,
That way?
that's true. Yeah,
Okay.
that
Yeah,
works.
go ahead and make a roll.
14.
14 will do it. Just fine. You hop over and make your way out. The rest of you, seeing the path of destruction, can easily deduce that those traps have been already triggered. And you make it out safely. We can disconnect here. Goodbye, Battle Cam. Thank you for your first run through.
It worked so well.
It did.
I didn't want
it?
to jinx it, but
I didn't, and like what you don't see on the back end is me, like I have to stop recording, turn my camera off, leave, turn my camera back on, start recording. It's a whole thing. So this just saves a headache. But anyways, yes, thank you.
I have a question for you really quick, Chris.
Okay.
For my 10th level, I unlock one of my arcane features.
Mm-hmm.
It says beginning at 10th level, you can add your intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll of any wizard evocation spell you cast. Is that once per battle, or do I just pick a spell for that to go to?
I think that's any time, it sounds like. Let's read that again. What's it?
You can add your intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll of any wizard evocation spell you cast.
Oh, yeah. That's any time. So any damage roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you would add, what is it, a +4, +5 for you?
My intelligence, I think it's a +5.
Okay. Yeah. Any evocation spell, after you roll damage, add 5. That's crazy.
Heard. Thank you.
Sounds like that's what it sounds like anyways. I might have to...
I need to add more health.
sounds insane. Like, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah.
It's 1d6 for health, right?
Yeah, and you can either kind of do that now in the background, or we can wait just to make sure you don't lose. You make sure you get everything. We can wait till the end, but
I can wait.
We got like a song of rest or something.
Oh yeah, you want a little ditty?
Yes, please. I have 20.
Save our bard. Or save our
gonna-
wizard.
Save our wizard. Valdrick's gonna play the beginnings of the final countdown on her lute. Just a biddy boop, biddy boop boop, biddy boop, biddy boop boop boop. Do you feel well rested?
is there a limit? Does it require a short rest to do that?
It counts as a short rest, I
Yeah.
thought.
Gotcha.
In replace of it. Is there amount of points we get after that? Or is it? I don't think.
You get, I think it's 1d12 to max.
Yeah, I think you add. I thought you add something to. Let's see.
Is it your charisma modifier?
Is it? 'Cause that would make
Let's check.
That would be fabulous.
Be great.
Yeah, so you would take a short rest. Anyone who can hear your performance, go ahead and make a performance check, by the way.
I would love to. That is a 25.
Okay, it rings out perfectly. The reverb in this cavern is excellent for your bard. Your
The
DOS lute.
acoustics in here are amazing.
Yeah, the acoustics are next level. So anyone who chooses to, let's see, anyone who chooses to regain hit points right now by spending hit dice, you get an extra 1d6 hit points healed. Actually, so what level are you, Valdrick?
I am 12.
Okay. So next level, this levels up, but right now, it's a D8. So anyone who would like to spend hit dice, any of their hit dice during this short rest, can use it. And once you do, roll an extra D8 for free because of this Song of Rest, which Cornelius will gladly take. He has a D6 for his hit dice. He heals 1 from his D6, and then he uses your Song of Rest to heal 2. So 3.
place is so creepy. So
Can we get out of here?
yeah, is there gonna be another horrible monster that's gonna jump out and spew terrible things upon us that you actually don't know how it works?
I can assure you that was the end of it. I would say I'm glad you're all here, but you are the ones who caused it, so I now have to find a new failsafe for my restricted section, which is now destroyed. Okay, I have my work cut out for me. We need to be out of here immediately.
Absolutely.
Might I suggest the next thing you bring in to defend, you maybe understand weaknesses, strengths. Know thy friend, know thy enemy.
A fail switch, you know, just turn that sucker off.
Or train it to not attack you, even better.
There was... I don't even want to debate it. Yes, you all make fine points. Thank you so much for your suggestions. You can place them into the suggestion jar. Now...
He's never gonna let us back.
Good, I have a lot.
A lot of suggestions.
Why don't you lead the way, Anya? Please.
Sure.
Alright, you head back towards the rubble that is now just a Hellfire Engine shaped hole through this cave, and you now see each bang and boom that you heard earlier was one of these sections of walls. As you finally make it back to the door at the bottom of this spiral staircase from when you guys came in, door is completely gone, but not like destroyed. You realize the door was the Hellfire Engine, and you essentially the Hellfire Engine moved aside in its dormant state as you went inside. That was whenever you had to speak the draconic word for foe. And you head up this spiral staircase that goes up and up and up and up and up. Finally, you reach the surface of the restricted section, and the guard there at the top does a double take as you guys come up, kind of looking at your disheveled states and the scorched holes in your clothing, and
Nothing like a good romp around the restricted section.
Cornelius, what was that noise down there? That was I don't want to talk about it right now. And he kind of just waves him off. Everything is fine. Now, please return to your post. It is even more important that you do not let anyone in or out of this section. Do not ask questions, just do your job, please.
and the guard kind of rolls his eyes subtly and lets the five of you get out of there. Let's put on some music here. How about some light travel? Okay. It's about midday. You have returned from your excavation. Returned with much knowledge. You now know about about how to get to the Feywild, specifically Genesis. You learned in this time down there, as a reminder, a portal in or near Vori, the snowy, mysterious mountains of Vori, which you saw on the map, is directly west of where you guys are at, between the Northlands and Arathia. So, what's your next plan of action as you guys head out into the streets?
We should tell the creepy stalker men where we're going, see if they want to join us on our journey. But it sounds like we're going to a winter wonderland. Have we been to a snowy temple before?
It snowed a little bit in Winds Peak. It wasn't.
I love snow angels.
It was light snow.
You have a
Nothing
snowball
like.
fight on you.
How much of a fight when you just torture everyone,
Yeah, that's valid. Valid. Snowman. Anybody build snowman before? Do you want to build a snowman?
but better pack your furs.
To the end. Can I send message to Joe Jonas Nick Jonas and his dragon friend?
Sure. What do you want to say?
Found entrance to Feywild. Is Feywild one word or two words?
One word.
Found entrance to Feywild. It is in what's the name of the place again?
Vori.
It is in Vori. I'm gonna lean to Anya and say, "Are we wanting them to come with us?"
I need to find out who sent them. I wouldn't tell them where it is, in case they try to leave without us.
We should just leave first. But you're right. Can I backtrack?
I don't know how sending works, but it would be really funny if
If everything I just said
Yes.
just went to them?
It would be so funny, so I'll leave it up to you. Do we want them to come with us?
Do we want them to come with us? Yeah, I'm gonna... I guess I'm gonna tell them to meet us at the... Oh god, I don't fucking know. We should get a long rest.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I need to upgrade my armor.
cool. So, found entrance to Feywild. Meet us at High Court. High Court. At noon tomorrow, or we leave without you. XOXO Voltric.
You hear back. Our deal was 24 hours. We would like to leave now. Why wait?
We're tired.
Need nap.
Attacked by a whatever. Hellfire Engine.
Attacked by Hellfire Engine. Covered in acid puke. Need shower badly. See you at noon. XOXO Voltric.
You just hear back.
How many words is that?
One really long UNHHHHHHHHH.
Alright. They seem really excited about it, you guys. They very hyped.
Why do I feel like they're gonna hate traveling with us? And he's gonna be the one to complain.
God.
If
He
he
does-
gave us more information, he wouldn't have to travel with us.
He does say back, how do you plan on getting there?
I'm not responding to that.
Okay.
But
I
that's for me
said,
to know and me to
I'll
know.
meet you at noon tomorrow.
Either
Block
they
sender.
meet us or they don't.
Block center. If Anya wants, I'm choking. I tossed the burner phone. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's go. We will go. Let's get showered. Let's get a little nappins. I'm gonna sleep, and then we'll meet them at noon. They're really excited about it. It's been so long since we've had cannon fun. I mean, company. Company on our journeys.
Human shield. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
I'm gonna pretend I'm not hearing all this.
Oh, Cornelius! I'm so sorry, man. You know, we're just on a journey. You ever been on a journey, Cornelius? Everybody's on their own personal journeys. This is ours. You were just a part of it, a little bit. that part with the Hellfire Engine. Do you remember when we all battled the Hellfire Engine together, Cornelius? That was a fun part.
Yes, and not only do I need to find a cure for our beloved Emperor's paralyzation, I also need to rebuild the entire bottom section of the Northwynd Library.
But nobody else knows that, my man. Nobody else is gonna go down there, right? I'm sure. Who's silly enough to go into the restricted section, like sneak in like that? Who's silly enough to do that? Definitely not.
You saw James back there. Do you really trust James by himself? James. The man built like a frog.
Well, go.
Why do you have him stationed there?
Go wipe his
I
memory.
don't have
man.
him stationed there. Yes, yeah, he's... I've requested someone else, but I get James. Maybe you would like to take his post.
You don't have enough gold to pay me.
You don't want us here. Think of the
You're
damage
right.
we do.
I was
I
about to say.
absolutely do not want you here. Let's
So sorry.
return to the Emperor with what we found. And what did you find, by the way? What was it so pressing to
way?
get there that made us fight through an entire inferno?
We found a way into the Feywild, which is exactly what we were looking for. And now we're gonna go and do that. And find our way in. To get the information that we also hoping to find there.
You're never allowed in again.
Okay. You know, that's probably valid.
What
This-
if we find Hubris?
This would be the fourth library I've been banned from.
What all did you find, by the way? Tell me what you were looking at before.
Now
it
you
was
want to
triggered.
supervise us?
I trusted you, and my trust was broken because you
No, the book
lifted.
track we left into her hand.
It called to me.
I heard it.
Also, weirdest library I've ever been in. I'm just saying.
We found the entrance to Genesis. Out Vori. Way to go. It's gonna get out of your hair for a bit, you know? Just leap right in there. And hopefully find information on what we are looking for. Very good.
Well, I hope the next time I see you, you have the decapitated head of the demon lord in your hands. If it
I
was
hope for
worth
that every
it.
day, mate. Yeah, I hope for that every day.
I pray for that every day.
Yeah, you and me, both of us, in the same boat as you.
I don't even have a god to pray to, and I pray for that every day. So please make my dreams come true, and please leave as soon as possible.
Okay,
For
that's
multiple reasons.
That's just so valid of you.
I want to erase my own memory.
I
feel
just
like you
might
throw that
mention
out
before we
really
go
early.
that you might want to try reaching out to. His name is Father Xavier. He's essentially a priest at the Church of Kellenborg, but he might be able to help with healing the Emperor. He's very skilled.
Handy.
Just it might be worth a letter.
Make a persuasion roll. Because he's not really in a good mood right now.
Okay, well,
let's see how
you know.
well.
After I've
Let-
done so much,
Baldric and Anya speak too much. Now it's the
Persuasion.
problem.
sheesh.
So he's just trying to hide so that she can come back to the library at some point.
That was a 14.
What was his name again?
It's Father Xavier.
Xavier. Right. Where's he from? And how can he help my situation?
Well, he's a long time cleric, one of the best that I know. For the Church of Kellenborg, I think I forgot if he's currently in Wind's Peak right now. Is that where he was right now?
He is, yeah.
Okay, he's in Wind's Peak at the moment, attending the church there. Again, I'm not saying it's a guarantee. It's just if anyone can help, I believe it would be him.
I suppose I'll draft a letter,
Okay.
but thank you for your attempt. We have many clerics around the city. I'm sure one of them will come up with a concoction, but If I exhaust all my options, I suppose I will entertain this Zathia. Couldn't hurt.
Mother Xathier heals me of a hag's curse that I had that was slowly killing me. If anyone can solve the Emperor's problems, it's Father Xathier.
He knows so much.
We're touched. I'm touched.
It spoke point to Solara.
In the top right corner, Solara is touched.
Inspired.
Solara is inspired.
No inspiration point, but she's touched.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of just ignores you, Anya. He's really mad at you. But he hears you. But he doesn't respond. Yeah, are you guys going to the High Court with him, or back to your living quarters?
Back to Betty Boo time.
I don't think we should go to the High Court.
I don't
with
think
him.
that. Yeah, I think that
I
we
think
need to give
he's
Cornelius time
angry.
to cool off a little.
And I don't want my memories taken first time.
And we've got adventures to go on. Valdrick's got to get out her winter decor from her bag of holding.
So I think
Yeah,
gotta
I
sit
need
in her
to-
room and try to fix her fucking robes.
Yeah, I need to go get my armor polished and fixed and fur attached to it. I need just like an under layer.
We go
like
do
long
that
john,
first,
but
and then
fur.
go and take a nap.
Okay. Let's see. Do I really not have a blacksmith here? Okay.
No, we had our. You did. 'Cause
In
we had
Northwood, right?
Yeah, because we had to get it outfitted for the masquerade ball.
Okay. You go to that place.
You go there.
And because there is seductive silks, I think, which is where.
I need to go there just to have them patch it up because all of my enchantments are still in place, I'm assuming.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that first. So, Anya, do you accompany her into seductive silks?
Yeah, she's too weak right now. I need to protect the wizard.
All right, you make your way to seductive silks. Open the door, and there is your boy Henrix in his luscious, silky-looking light blue robes with the red collar and really poofy sleeves. Hey, y'all! Welcome back. You look well. Oh, by the gods, you look disheveled. I know why you're here. I already know what to do. Just you don't even have to say nothing to me, Calliope. Come on, bring it down. There's a dressing room. Actually, they're all. Just give me one moment. Hey, you've been in there for 20 minutes. It looks ugly on you, anyways. Please. Okay, just.
It looks
Come on.
ugly.
Come on. And you see a really poor-looking woman come out with a really beautiful-looking dress. Then she has a frown on her face, and I'll take that. Yep, thank you. Yep, come back when you got some money to spend, not just shopping around for your treats. Get on out. Okay, Clappy, you can take this dressing room. Thank you. And he kind of gives a nervous nod to Anya. Nice to see you again, I think.
I'll slip back there and pull off my robe and put on whatever. Not sure what other clothes I
Yep, just
have.
hang it right over the edge. Once you're done, I'll grab it and I'll get to work on it. I can give you some spares to work with in the meantime if you'd like to just kind of browse in some regular old clothes. It's on me.
That would be perfect, and I'll
Of-
hang
of
my robe
course.
over it.
And in return, you see him hang some plain looking dress over top. He grabs your robes and heads to the back room. Yeah, unless you want to shop around for anything, we can fast forward to him sewing
No.
and getting to work and doing some repairs on it while the two of you kind of just browse.
Yeah, I think I'm all good. I don't think I need to buy anything.
Yeah, he brings
We
it
can
back.
have a there, or would I need that with? No, because the blacksmith is just polishing.
Same question on where to find furs.
Say that again, Anya.
I guess we
would
do
I
need
get
coats.
furs at here, or because the blacksmith's just fixing my armor, like touching it up, right? So
Yeah.
I need to get my
I do need a coat.
You would definitely see some fur coats, fur sleeves, all of it be here. That you could browse and kind of look for in the meantime.
Big furs, baby.
All of us in the first section.
Yeah, he after probably about an hour or two, he comes back with your robes, your wizard robes, looking just good as new. Hands them back, and he's because didn't you get them from a lady who enchanted them in a library somewhere? Was it Eastwind or Northwind?
Eastwind.
Yeah, they had
We
like
went, I bought them, and then had someone at the library enchant them for me.
Okay, yep. He brings them back and says, "Well, I was not expecting this little upgrade, but I love what you've done to it. I mean, I'm not offended at all. In fact, I'm impressed. I hope it's been working wonders for y'all. It has made my job a little bit more difficult, and will, of course, cost a little bit more on your end, but I did repair it. Looks just good as new. In fact, even newer than when you got it from me in the first place. So here you go. Hopefully it's satisfactory to y'all. Oh, I see. Are we going somewhere cold? Looking for some fur? Looking to get a little warm?
Yeah.
fur that will fit under my armor, but won't impede me from fighting.
Oh, I knew I liked this one. Looking bad and bougie while she's fighting the doobies. I love it. She's a little firecracker she got over there. So you want it under your armor or attached to it?
Just underneath.
Underneath, okay.
I don't need modifications made to the armor.
Oh, of course. I can make it almost skin tight, but still a good enough fluff to keep you warm and nice and warm during the cold wherever y'all are heading. I know it's getting a little cold up here as the seasons turn, so when you come back, it'll be just as warm for you. But let me see what you got there. Calliope, that will be 175 gold pieces.
Is that just for the fixing of the thing, or I was wanting to grab a coat also?
I also want to grab some fur.
That was for the... I can't remember how much I charged you for originally for the robes.
Don't remember. I don't think I wrote it down. I don't think it was too bad, though.
Okay.
They were just robes when I bought them.
Yeah. With him working around the enchantment and making sure that it stayed intact, like the enchantment stayed on it, it did cost a little bit extra, but he does say that will be with the fur included, because I just love you so much, Calliope. So 175 even. You grab a nice fur coat, and we'll call it even.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
Anything for you, Calliope and Anya. You find yourself something, I'll get you something a little bit slimmer to fit your armor there. Not much wiggle room though. It won't be one of our thicker options, but there's a couple around here for you. We've got bear, nice sleek black bear over here. Are we thinking faux fur or like an actual
Whoever's gonna keep me warmer.
Yeah. You look fierce like a black bear. Like a black bear would do you. Just a nice thin, you know what I mean? Like a nice thin layer. Not too thick.
Do you have it? Do you
Oh, I've got a black bear. I've got a couple actually. I mean,
okay.
Grizzly bear. I've got all sorts of bears.
Black
bear.
bear.
Yeah, black
That's
bear
fine.
would look real good on y'all. Okay, let me go and get y'all something. Calliope, go ahead and pick something out. And he goes back and gets this long black trench coat kind of looking thing with a collar, and he brings it back. If you want, I can take the collar out. I know it probably doesn't, fit unless you'd like to pop it. Keep your neck warm. It's all up to you. But that'll be 40 gold pieces. And if you would like me to remove the 10, the collar, it'll be an extra 10 just for the man work.
Also in getting fur. I kind of assumed we were just all there.
Yeah, he kind of crosses his arms, gives you an up and down, Valdric. Oh, I know what you'd like. I know what you'd like.
Furry and fabulous.
He pulls out a book and starts flipping through it. And he flips to a page with like a dog-looking creature on it. This here is a lucrata, scariest looking beast in all the land. I wouldn't break a nail over one, but I do love their imports, especially their fur. And you, my friend, would look good on this. Put a little pink dye in that. Yeah, I can tell y'all like y'all pink.
Are you flirting with me? Give it to me. Is it here?
And not my type. But I've got one in the back for you.
Oh my God.
I've actually got two. One in yellow and one in pink. I like to just kind of mix and match with my color dyes.
Give me a good pink.
Yeah.
Fluorescent pink pelt.
He goes back and he gets...
You're not going to be stealthy in that. You already jangled.
I was going to say, I jingle myself at you.
Yeah,
it's a miracle they do anything with stealth.
He shows you the animal that this came from.
That's terrifying. Yeah, put it on me.
Yeah, it's got the head of a giant badger, the legs of a deer, and the body of a large hyena. And the hyena part is what's going to keep you warm out there in the cold.
I'm going to tell people that I killed it myself.
I bet you will. And I bet you they'll believe it too, every single word of it. Yeah. Make sure you mention in that little story of yours that you got it from the Seductive Silks from your boy Henrix.
You know it, Henrix. Always.
I trust your word for it. This little thing will also set you back 40 gold pieces.
Bet.
I'll take the black bear fur. It sounds a little low key. It'd be cool if the head was like a hood, but that's okay if it's not.
He said it'd be cool. Like a little mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's only. It's okay if it's not.
I'm finding a picture on Pinterest later.
Of course. Do you want it kind of like a poncho fit, where it's just a big plop over you and a?
I think so. Yeah.
I can make some modifications.
That's my style. Thank you.
Yep.
How much?
Let me see what I can do here with this one to fit what you need. Might cost you a little extra, but probably 60 gold pieces.
Okay.
And we'll keep what we can of the head, so you can have as a nice little hood. Scare your friends, nice little party trick.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
We fast forward through another montage of sewing and ripping and discussing, and finally he comes out with this poncho-looking black bear fur poncho with a hood that fits perfectly over you. Nothing too crazy. It's not like the full head, but it's like, the little ears, little black bear ears, and
It's perfect. It's perfect.
yeah.
Thank you. I give him 65 gold.
I only
Well,
deliver
tip.
perfection. Oh, thank you.
Literally. Yeah, literally. Thank you so much.
Well, I know y'all come back.
Oh yeah. Repeat. Every time.
Y'all look utterly sexy, if I may say. Absolutely drop dead stunning. Wherever y'all going, them little critters are going to be fleeing the other direction. Unless they're men, then they're going to be flocking to y'all. You can have any pick of any man you want.
I love that.
I know y'all have boyfriends or something, don't you? There's no way y'all single. You especially, Clappy. I know you've got a nice little boy that you're dressing up for.
Boy at home.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look wide-eyed and be like, I spend too much time in the library.
Well, I'm sure there's boys in that library who just are falling over their feet, tripping over their books for y'all, trying to get a peek. Well, you look fabulous. You come on back, and I hope your adventures to the great north, the great cold, are successful and keep you warm. And when you're warm, I want y'all to think of me.
Always, Henrix. Every time.
Now go on, get.
Back to the rooms.
Back to the rooms with your fur coats.
Sleep time.
With our fur coats and a little long rest before we meet Nick Jonas and the Dragon Boy.
Yeah, it's been a few hours of traveling through the city here and there, and haggling and waiting for the modifications and all that. I'd say it's probably around 8, so you take a good long rest. Gives you time to kind of hang out in the rooms and chill, chat with each other before you knock out for the night. So if there's anything you want to discuss about the lore dump that you got, if you guys want to share all, because you didn't really have much time when you were in the restricted section. You were finding all this knowledge, and before you knew it, you were fighting a Hellfire Engine. So if you wanted to share with each other, discuss what you found, now would be a good time. If not, we can always...
Yeah, I'm blurting about the way. I'm talking about Genesis. Like, all day Valdrick's spouting off.
I'm telling them what I found out about Diabris and his weaknesses that we were told about.
That seems a whole lot more important than mine.
Apparently they are rings. 4 elemental rings. Don't know where they are. But they're out there.
I gotta go find some obelisks and make friends with the metallic dragons and convince the chromatic dragons that they want to actually help me, or just kill them. Probably just kill them.
And either way, what fun.
It's true.
Really leaning into the Dragon Slayer type. Sounds great.
Alright. Anything else? You all find slumber for the night. In the middle of the night,
In the dark night, you will find her.
we can cover level ups. So if you haven't already, Clappy, go ahead and roll your d6 for your level up. Anya, I believe it's a d8 for Dragon Rider, right?
Ugh, is it?
I think. Let me grab that book real quick. I know we got a hard
I want to guess
cutoff.
what my total health is now.
Yeah, and you can all replenish your lost spell slots and health while we're at it. I know we got a hard cutoff in 7 minutes, so I'm going to try to get to a good stopping point here. But before we do,
Got
let's
69
see.
health.
Anya has chosen to multi-class into the
Ooh.
Dragon Rider level. So now she has taken a level in Dragon Riding. It is 1d8, so 1d8 plus your con.
Since it's my first one, do I take the full 8 or do I still roll since it's multi-classing?
That is a good question. You still roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still got an 8.
Great. Excellent. And just remember, ladies, if you ever roll a 1 when you're rolling hit dice when you're leveling up, re-roll it. I think it's stupid that you could possibly roll a 1. But if you roll a 2, too bad. Sorry.
Too bad.
Yeah.
You take that 2 and be happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah. But 1s,
Thank you.
that's tough. So you can always re-roll those. Okay. In the middle of the night, Anya, as you're sleeping, you start dreaming again, and you're back at the battlefield, and it's like you picked up right where you left off, and you're just continuing in swaths, defeating your enemies. And with each swing of your sunblade, you hear a crack. And you start to hear like this uneven, almost like something on wood kind of noise. You wake up in the dead of night. You're back in your room. You quick look on your nightstand, the black book. You're expectantly waiting for it to shoot open and start scribbling, but it does not. However, the wood noise is still going.
Did my dragon hatch? Where's my dragon?
Are you checking?
Yes.
Yeah, you check wherever you would keep your dragon egg, in your backpack, wherever. And sure enough, the egg itself has split into 2. And there's some slimy goop and a little bit of steam rising off of the ground, or the wooden ground below, and the acid is there's a little bit of acid eating away at some of the wood. Just enough, not enough to cause a hole in the floor, but enough to kind of sizzle. And you're coming to, waking up still, and you see across the room, you also hear scratching against the wood as you focus, and you see this little black dragon hopping around, scratching at the door.
Honestly shook that we've made it all the way to season 4 without an animal companion at all in this party. It's insane.
Any turns?
Look, I'm trying. Okay, I want one.
He
I
looks
can
at
speak
you.
Draconic, so we can talk right away.
Okay, what do you say?
I can talk to the dragon.
Hello there. My name is Anya. No.
Hello, Anya. It speaks back in Draconic to you. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Dragon! My God.
The way
At
I
least
was
he-
told by the dragon,
Yeah,
that I was its mother.
yeah, the way I would have been like, I am mama.
Yeah, I'm mama. You're mine.
Come hither.
Come snuggle.
Anya's not prepared. Mothering would not come naturally to Anya, so
No.
Anya's gonna have to
Look, that baby dragon's gonna get so many pets and snuggles.
The Wenches and a giant dragon.
Those-
Sounds 10 out of 10.
Cornelius is really never gonna allow us back into the library.
Cornelius is never gonna let us back into the city.
Which
Just
is
to
really
see Cornelius
unfortunate.
try with me and a freaking dragon.
He's gonna be like,
I like
is
this
that a
one.
dragon? We're gonna be like, yeah, him?
He's a baby.
We've had him the whole
He's
time.
gonna be
He's
a giant dragon, and we're gonna be like, he's just a baby. It's okay. He won't
He's
destroy your
just a
city.
baby.
He's just a boy. Beautiful, you guys.
That was
That's
fun.
good.
I was not
Excellent.
very excited to be level 10.
Very excited to have fur coats. I love a good outfit change before a terrain change, to be honest. That's some of my favorite bits.
Mm-hmm.
It's just us putting on my fur clothes. Very excited about it. I have to pee so bad that my back teeth are flipping. It's fine.
I
Excellent.
must go to
Okay.
bed.
I love you guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
So
Goodbye.
Was fun. Bye.
10 out of 10 for destroying a Hellfire Engine and also acquiring a dragon.
You guys made quick
This was
work
a
of that
great
thing.
section.
That was crazy.
Yeah, the Hellfire Engine, I was like, genuinely, I'm like, I think that we're gonna lose.
I was. Oh shoot! I do need to give you. You technically went through the trap and solved it / went through it, so I need to give you all XP for that too. I know Solara.
We made it to the other side. That is what happened.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how.
You did.
We made it to the other side.
Doesn't matter. Puzzle finished.
Yeah.
A monster truck came and triggered the trap. Doesn't matter. Made it across.
A monster truck.
I've looked, and on my next ability improvement score, there I want to take a feat instead. Now that I've looked at, it's an elemental one where it makes whatever I'm attacking ignore its resistance
Ooh.
to whatever I'm using.
Love that.
Nice.
That's a
And you
good
can
one.
take that feat multiple times and take different elements with it. So
Nice. That's terrible for me, but great for you.
Also, I would like everyone to know I now have 159 health points.
I have 69. That's
Nice.
terrifying.
That's really funny, though.
It's so funny.
I have 101 and will be that way for 20,000 XP.
Oh no.
Yeah. I just leveled.
What level
Dang.
are you?
I'm level 12.
Oh, I just hit 10.
It's gonna be a minute. The fact that you are that close to me in level, honestly, is insane. We really did power level the shit out of you.
I
For
did.
sure.
Right onward.
That's true.
Just
I hit like 3 levels in that like first session, I swear.
that big key level.
Yeah.
Alright, I love you guys so much. We'll talk to you
Yes.
tomorrow if you want, Charlotte. We can do Anya and Baldur's Gate run.
Yes.
Real quick, Clappy, you are at a +4 for proficiency bonus, right?
Yes, I got that last level, I think,
Yep.
for 9.
Yes, correct, you did. And now you gain an arcane tradition feature, which you told me about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good session. Was fun. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for not
Thank
killing
you.
us with the Hellfire Engine.
Thanks. It got really close.
I didn't even come close. I wanted to so bad.
I could feel the want.
You dropped me to 20 HP. I feel like that was close
My
enough.